the show tonight.
Oh, thank you.
How you like Texas heat?
Oh, I love Texas. The heat, I'm used to the heat. Where I'm from, it's always hot.
What about when you perform tomorrow night? How will you deal with the heat in Texas Stadium?
I've been training in the heat. I've been jogging every morning, and it's hot. So that helps a lot when it comes to performing. Working out in the heat and builds my endurance. So I'll be ready for tomorrow night, I think.
Other than jogging, what else are you doing to?
Oh, we play a little basketball, do a little bicycling, and just little things like that. Just keep fit, toned.
Okay. What about the rest of your brothers? Are they jogging and doing the same kinds of things to stay in shape?
Well, sometimes. Not as much as myself because I have to. Because I had a serious car accident a few years back, and if I sit down too long, I won't be able to move. So I have to keep fit and in shape because my legs, they'll just give out on me if I don't keep in shape.
I remember that accident.
Yeah.
In fact, you missed the last tour because of that accident.
Well, I didn't miss the last tour.
No, you came on it anyway, but you didn't do a lot of moving around.
Exactly. I sort of stayed back a little bit. Took it easy because I didn't want to mess up anything permanently. So I took my time.
That was pretty scary.
Oh, yeah. It's very scary and very serious. That was a big turning point in my life, that accident. You know, I think, I don't know if it was something that was meant to be, because at that point, you know, it gave me time to stop and relax and think about what I want to do with myself and my career. And so now it's all of that's taking effect, you know, the time that I spent concentrating and thinking a lot.
You probably had to also think about, what if I'm paralyzed? Because at one point, reports were out that you were partially paralyzed because of that accident.
I was. I was paralyzed, and there was an amputation stage. But like all the stories you hear, you know, supposedly, you know, you never let that bother you, which I never let that bother me. And I kept positive, and I didn't want any negative things around me, you know, nothing negative. So I kept a positive mind, and everything happened correctly, or better, you know.
What about Kansas City, the 3 nights in Kansas City? Were you satisfied with the performance?
I was totally blown away because that was the opening of the concert tour, and I was very happy with everything. I think that was our best first show we've ever done in our careers.
You had to feel the pressure because the media from all over the world was there watching this, even live on ABC.
Yeah, I felt the pressure before the concert, but once I hit the stage, it's like there's no pressure because I'm most at home on stage, and I feel that that's what I know best, and that's almost natural, you know, for me. You know, it's like everything comes natural once I hit the stage.
This mammoth production, this huge production that you guys have got, what part did Randy play in putting this all together?
Well, we worked together a lot on this production. I was the first one actually to start. I started with hiring the band and the musicians. And I worked with the band, and we went over all the songs and tried to reproduce every exact sound as much as close as we could to the records, and maybe even better so than the records, just to get a live, exciting feel to some of the songs. That took a while to do that.
You pulled it off real well too, considering that. Let me see. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 pieces up there. How many pieces are there?
Well, let's see. There's 3 keyboards, including myself, a drummer, and 3 guitars. And that's 7 bass, and that's it.
Yeah, and 8.
4 keyboards, I'm sorry.
To reproduce a sound that when you go in the studio consists of
strings and horns and something like that. So it was tough, you know, every guy's playing different parts and his hands going like this all the time. So. But it works out real good.
When did you start working on it?
Well, I started working on the band speaking. Oh, let me see. I guess we started around, we started about 3-4 months ago working on that. About 3 months ago working on the band. As far as the auditions, hiring, and then the rehearsals. Working all day, Saturdays and Sundays, and just working hard. Because it means a lot to me, this tour. And I want everything to be right. I want people to enjoy this. I want to sound good. I want everything to be right. And if for any reason I think something's wrong, I will work hard to correct that, you know.
And what are you going to do after this? The answer to that and other questions when our exclusive interview with Randy Jackson continues in a moment.
I'm 5'10" with a 26-inch waist. My pièces katanas are proportionately sized to fit me.
He's in charge of the band. What about the other brothers?
I'm not in charge of the band.
Oh, I thought maybe everybody had their own role in putting this together.
I guess you can call it being in charge. Well, because I am probably the most concerned with like, all the guys and how everything's going musically, and all the music and the songs, you know, making sure that they sound right and everything comes off right, and the sound and the quality and all that. I get really involved with that.
I guess what I was getting at is since this is you know a family, I thought that maybe everybody had a designated role. What's everybody else's role?
Well, Marlon and Michael, they were good at the choreography and working that out. And Jermaine helped us out with his songs because this is his first tour with us in 8 years, so we needed some assistance there with certain things. So we've been working hard at that with Jermaine. And Tito's, he's helped me out with the band some, you know. But I like working with the band and the music because I think that is the most important thing of the whole show is the music. That's why we're here.
Now you're the youngest of the 9 children. What do you remember about the Jackson 5 era?
Well,
you weren't around for the Jackson 5 era. Well, you were around, but you weren't on stage.
I came in after ABC. But what I remember most is wanting so much to be a part of that when I was a little kid.
How old?
Oh, I must have been 7. So when I started when I was 8. So I just wanted to do anything just to be up there, experience that.
You were 7, and what was out then?
I Want You Back.
So they were already...
Yeah, they were. I was in Indiana, and they were...
Everywhere.
Everywhere, everywhere.
What's life like, living like you live with all the security, not being able to go out? I've always wondered that.
I try and do as much as I can as a normal person, you know. I like to go out and see things, and I've been out in Dallas, you know. I've driven around. I went to the mall, the Galleria.
Did you get noticed?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, I have this person that comes with me. His name is Charles, and he takes care of the situation. But he's a real nice guy, sometimes. But it's fun, you know. I like talking to people, you know. I like talking to people from different states. You know, I like communicating with people.
Now, you guys have been getting blasted in the press, especially here in Dallas. I think more so in Dallas than in Kansas City anyway, because I was in Kansas City. What is your reaction to the press that you've gotten here?
Well, I think...
Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's unjust?
Well, I was afraid to come to Dallas because I thought Dallas was upset at us. I mean, I was going, boy, how am I going to go to Dallas, you know? Because everything was focused on Dallas, you know, all the press with the tickets and all that. And when I came here, I felt a little more comfortable because everybody made me feel at home. Even when I went out, and people had nothing bad to say to me, just they were really excited and couldn't wait for Friday night. And I hope that everybody will be happy, you know, when they see the show, and then they'll be pleased But as far as the press, I don't have to look or read because it's there. I mean, it's there. I mean, you hear it. When you turn on the TV or the radio, you hear it, and you hear the negative things. It's something of this magnitude, there's got to be negativities, and sometimes they're exaggerated. Sometimes, they're not. I think this one is exaggerated, and it's not as bad as they say it is, because I think no matter what course we would have chosen, as far as the tickets being dispersed, I think there would have been negative press, because of the tour being so big. I think there would have been negative press, regardless of anything. So it's something that people go through all the time.
Now, I've seen all three of the Kansas City performances. I've been backstage. I've been on stage. I have witnessed how much stuff you guys have got up there. I know you have a tremendous...
Which is coming on tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay, don't tell them too much.
I won't tell them too much.
Okay.
I will tell them this, that this concert is the most elaborate production that I've ever witnessed. You guys have got a stage that looks like it'll do everything but fly. Will it fly?
No, it doesn't fly. It's real simple.
That looks simple. It's huge. It's huge, and it does all kinds of things.
Work.
It must cost a lot of money.
Actually, it was very inexpensive.
Really?
I'm joking with you.
You mean if I could buy a stage like that today? I could afford it.
We got it on wholesale.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, it costs a lot. It costs certainly a lot. I mean, I think that the public deserves the best, as far as I'm concerned. And when we do the stage, we want it to be the best. So it costs us a lot of money. And we don't mind doing that for the people. We want them to enjoy it themselves.
And what are you going to do after this?
I'm coming out with an album myself. I'm doing an album myself.
I like the tunes on the Victory tour that you, on the Victory album.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. And what are the other brothers going to do when this is all over?
Producing, they have production projects. Marlon's doing a movie. Jermaine's probably will do another album. He may produce Whitney Houston, who's singing on his album. I think he's going to do something with her. So every brother has.
And Tito?
Tito, he's incredible talent. He's building his studio at his home, which he's doing most of it himself, and he's working on that.
And Michael?
And Michael, I think, may do a movie.
Are you guys going to ever tour again?
I would like to, but it's very hard single-handed.